With an 80% misuse in car seats, the Tucson Police Department steps in to educate parents. The Los Reales Landfill has loads to celebrate, and we'll introduce you to Reid Park Zoo's newest addition, Toliver. These stories and more coming up next on Tucson City News in Review. Hi, I'm Lane Mandel, and welcome to Tucson City News in Review. We're in El Presidio, downtown. The city of Tucson's had a lot to celebrate lately. New landfill improvements, a baby taper. We'll give you all the details, but right now, let's have a look at the city's first grade-separated intersection.
We're here to celebrate the newest jewel in our transportation system. We are here to celebrate this testament to vision, collaboration, and accomplishment. And I'm very proud that this beautiful gateway is a part of Ward 5.
Construction began in 2012 to build the Kino Parkway 22nd Street Intersection Improvement Project. At nearly $21 million, it was funded by the RTA, the Regional Transportation Authority, and approved as part of a 1997 Pima County bond program.
The elevated parkway includes bike lanes, 6-foot sidewalks, and a landscape median separating 2 traffic lanes in each direction.
Underneath the bridge, 22nd Street was widened to 3 lanes in each direction. The project has reconstructed one of the most congested intersections in southern Arizona.
This is the first City of Tucson grade separated intersection. Depending on how you look at things, you might call it an interchange, but it's the first grade separated intersection that the City of Tucson has been involved in, and we're very proud of that.
This is a really beautiful project that's behind us. If you look at it, and travel all around the country, this is quite a gorgeous project.
Members of the Citizen Advisory Committee who provided input on the project were likely in agreement with Mr. Cole.
Happy faces, happy day. There you go.
The project is part of a $2.1 billion RTA multimodal plan, which will be implemented through 2026.
What a great improvement to that intersection. Safe roads are important, especially with car crashes being the #1 killer of children in the United States ages 1 to 19. Our Tucson Police Department wants to do something about that.
Do you guys have a preference on where it gets installed in the car? Some people like to, put it on one side or the other. The middle is actually going to be the safest place, yes.
Weeks before his public debut, baby Nazareth's car seat got a safety check.
We know that there's an 80% misuse in car seats, so we definitely want to make sure that the parents are educated and they're using their seats properly, so that's why we do this.
This was a free child safety seat check offered through a partnership between the Tucson Police Department and Safe Kids Pima County.
Basically what we're trying to do is just make sure that our kids are safe while they're traveling on our roadways in and out of Tucson.
Brightech, what's the model number when you get it?
The inspection began with a car seat recall and expiration check.
Does that have a manufacturer's date?
Yeah,
4 of 12.
Yes, car seats do expire, about 6 to 7 years from the date they were manufactured. One reason for the expiration is that car seat technology is always being updated. Another reason is our Arizona heat.
Most of us don't take our car seats out of the car, so they sit in the Arizona heat day in and day out, and we don't know what that does to the plastic or the integrity of the plastic, so we would rather be safer than sorry.
I'm glad we're doing this event because we were able to pick out at least 3 seats today that probably shouldn't have been on the roadway, and we're able to replace them with new ones and make that child safe for today.
Little Omar was one of the recipients of a new car seat.
Yes, they give me a new car seat. Thank you so much.
Car seats were adjusted and fitted.
Now remember, this you need to push up so it's right across your chest here, okay? That's where it's going to be safer for you, right against here, okay?
The car seat techs then educated the parent or caregiver on how to properly install the seat.
So the instructions are going to be on the car seat itself, so we're going to use the belt system. So it's going to show you here on this one how to route the belt through the back.
They really knew what they were doing, and they adjusted them so that they are higher as they grow. They need to have that done. They need to be adjusted so they can fit them. And I was just so happy that we did come.
Getting a proper fit wasn't the only benefit of today's visit.
when we have rocks right next to the kid that's going to be sitting in the car seat. Should this door take a side impact, those would fly right up onto the child, and that could be very dangerous or even harmful. It's really cool that you can collect rocks, and rock collections are fun, but here's the deal.
We not put them in the car.
Yeah, good point. We don't want to be having these next to us in the car, okay? Okay, high five. Nice, high five. All right.
This is an excellent event. The police have, sometimes get a bad name on occasions, but they are so wonderful, so helpful, and this is the reason that we have them here, and this is just fantastic. I was glad to have them help us.
So right now we're at the forward-facing car seat / booster. Your child's going to be using the harness system, and we were talking about it earlier that she has up to 85 pounds.
Most parents are very happy when they leave the event because most of them, it's not that they were doing installing the car seat wrong on purpose. Most of them just don't know, and so that's our biggest goal, is just to educate parents.
I have a college degree. I figured I could install it correctly, and I made a small mistake. Oops.
More than 30 car seats were inspected at today's event.
Which means that that's 30 more kids that are leaving safer in their seats.
Lean forward. Yeah, that's a little better, huh? You don't want to be able to move too much forward, okay?
Okay.
So that's comfortable? Okay, very good.
Now I know that they're safe, for sure.
Precious cargo like that makes these events worth the trip. For information on upcoming child safety seat checks or to make an appointment to have a car seat fitted, call the Tucson Police Department's car seat hotline at 837-7232 or Safe Kids Pima County at 324-2783.
Thank you, TPD and Safe Kids, for all that you do. Now let's head out to the landfill where you'll notice some impressive new changes.
When I was growing up, the dump was the place to go on a weekend. My dad and mom used to call me eres muy travieso, which basically translated as you're very mischievous. And when you go to the landfill, you go to the dump, there's a lot of cool things to do.
Years later, there are still a lot of cool things to do at the Los Reales Landfill. Check out this new LED digital message board and entrance. The mayor and council approved the planned area development in 2006.
And I'm very pleased with the fact that we didn't use any general fund money for this facility and for a lot of things that are going on back here.
The completion of Phase 1 improvements brings added convenience to many.
All of these improvements and all of these capital improvements were aimed at helping three people: the users, the neighbors, and the workers.
And in this main area, we have offices for our supervisors.
A new administration building was one of the highlights for employees.
And these are truly dedicated folks, and for years they've really had to deal with marginal facilities for break rooms, for their locker rooms, and now we've got a first-class facility for that.
Exactly. I mean, employee morale has just gone up 100%. When you come in every day to your work environment, we now have a professional environment where we come in, complete our work.
Tell you what.
Thank you, sir.
Part of the improved entrance is a new scale house building where every vehicle is weighed, new areas for household hazardous waste and recycling, and drivers will also notice a smoother ride on this milled haul road leading to the drop-off area.
This was just like a whole new experience. I was just awed by it. That was just fantastic. So this really looks like a really state-of-the-art facility now.
The Los Reales Landfill accepts roughly 1,800 tons of waste a day, with about 300 individual self-haulers and approximately 150 waste collection vehicles. Phase 2 of the improvements to the Los Reales Landfill will allow separation between public and commercial collection vehicles. Look for that celebration in about 2 years.
That's one state-of-the-art facility. As promised, we're going to the Reid Park Zoo to meet the cutest little watermelon on legs, Toliver.
He was born on August 29th. So tapirs have about a 13-month long pregnancy. These guys are very endangered in the wild, so it's very important to get their numbers up and to introduce people to these animals and to learn more about them to help conservation of these animals. estimate he was probably about 22 or 23 pounds when he was born, and now he's almost 70 pounds, so he's over tripled in size already. A lot of people think that they're most closely related to the pigs because they kind of have a little bit of a pig shape to them. Their closest relative is actually horses and rhinos, and that's due to the number of toes they have. These guys are odd-toed ungulates. As you can see, they got really unique coloration. I like to compare them to, they look like a watermelon on legs. They kind of got spots and stripes. By about 6 months old, those spots and stripes will be faded and he'll start to look more like mom's color. We decided to have a naming contest here, so we had 2 names to pick from, Titus and Toliver, and we allowed the visitors to vote, so they could go to our website and vote for their favorite name, and Toliver was the winning name. So these guys are excellent swimmers by about 3 weeks of age. He tends to be really active for a few minutes and then just kind of, like any kid, wear himself out and then he sleeps for an hour. He'll probably be here for about a year and then go off to another zoo so he can have a mate of his own.
What a little cutie, and so fast. Be sure to stop by and see him before he loses that beautiful coloration. That wraps it up for this edition. I'm Lane Mandel, and I'll see you next time on Tucson City News in Review.